Hey, what's up, guys? It's Combat Saturday, and I want to go over some basic footwork. We're going to use the medicine ball here and the dummy, alright? I am a little sick right now, so I had to make sure I keep in a very yin state. I don't exert myself too much. Just a bit of a sore throat. I've been a lot worse before, but still, you got to be a little careful. I have a little cough and a little sore throat, but hey, I mean, it's the winter, so these things happen, right? All right, so the basic step, this is called the Hyun Ma step. Hyun is circling in Cantonese, circle. Okay, so we have the Hyun Sao. Okay, Hyun Sao. It means a circling hand. Okay, so Hyun Sao. So you can, if I'm here on the outside position, I can get to the inside position then, right? That'd be like a Hyun Sao. Okay, and then there's also Hyun Ma. So Ma is horse. Okay, so it's like you get your horse riding stance. Okay, so if I have a little ball here, my medicine ball here. Okay, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to step around the ball. I don't want to go right down the middle. I'm going to hit the ball, and it trains you to take angles. Because if someone is right here, you always want to assume that your opponent is stronger than you. All right. I mean, you don't want to assume that you're the stronger guy. You might be stronger, but you want to always train in such a way that you're not. Okay. I mean, I used to have these little, 150-pound guys, whatever, but I would still train as if I was the weaker one. Even though I was clearly stronger than they were, I would still train in that way because you're building skill. Okay. There's no point training assuming you're the stronger one, because there's always someone stronger than you. Okay, so that's a thing. So what we're gonna do here, get square on here. Okay, and first of all, I'm gonna open up into my stance here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Right now, I'm gonna get around this ball, so I need to open my foot up a little bit and get around the ball. You can't see my head, but that's all right. You don't need to see my feet here. I'm going to go to the other side and get around the ball. See? Okay, let me just put that a little bit. You can see my hands now too. Okay. Okay. So when I'm stepping in, also, you also notice that the hands are moving as well. So I'm coming in here, and that hand goes in. I come back, and now this hand goes in. See? So we're constantly. The hand is joined with the foot, with the leg, okay? So here we go. So this foot comes in, this hand comes in. You step back, around the ball, boom. And boom. See, so you're always connecting everything. One thing that's very important is that you never want to shut anything off. Okay, it's very, very common for people to punch and things, and they might throw one hand on here, and this hand is down here somewhere, or they'll bring it down, and this one comes up, and they'll drop their hands on things. That is not going to work. Okay, it's a very, very bad mistake. Okay, when you punch, you want to bring those hands right back to where where they came from, right? Bang, 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 boom, 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 right? Always come back. Always bring it right back, right? Okay. It's very important, because every time you attack, there's an opening. Okay, and if you're not careful, your opponent can exploit that opening. Okay, you don't want that. All right. So you want to make sure we view the body as like a castle or a fortress. Okay. So if something goes out, you need to post a guard there. All right. You're not going to leave your castle doors open, right? Everyone's just going to come in. Okay, so you need to post a guard there if you're going to launch an attack. Okay, you don't just attack and then leave your castle unguarded. Okay, they're going to come in, just like Troy, right? Okay. All right, so that's the step here. Okay, so again, here and here, and then using with the hands, right? Boom, boom. Everything's always engaged. This foot starts going back as this hand starts going back. Then this foot comes out as his hand starts going out. Right here. It can also be done with the rear hand if you want to as well. So that might represent like a rear strike, okay? But in any case, everything has to always be engaged properly, okay? All right, and with the wooden dummy, we're gonna go over the first section of the wooden dummy, all right? So a couple of things here. A lot of people might get this or see this and not really understand what it's for, all right? Don't be dazzled, don't be wowed by these guys on YouTube who hit the arms really, really fast and do all this shit, okay? It doesn't actually prove anything. They're just trying to get views and things on Instagram or whatever, okay? The whole idea of the dummy is that you want to understand one thing is proper distance, proper angling, and you want to always remember that you want to attack this trunk here. You're not trying to attack these arms, okay? These are just annoyances to get in the way. You're going for this, okay? There was a story, actually, Wang Lung, he's actually the one who was really more hands-on with Bruce Lee than Ip Man was, actually. And one of his students was really proud of himself because he broke the arms. He's hitting so hard he broke an arm with a dummy. And he says, Sifu, look, I broke the arm. And Sifu Wang Sheng, he smacked him in the head. He said, what the hell are you doing? Smack him in the head, you know, they're expensive, you know, and besides, you're doing it wrong, okay? because that means if you break the arm, that means you're going sideways, like this way, when it should be forward. I'm not doing this, I'm doing this. The difference, you see that? Not here, here, I'm going forward. So yeah, I'm contacting the arm. I'm contacting the arm, but I'm going forward, right? I'm going forward, all right? So that's the idea, okay? So we're gonna use our same footwork here. We had a leg, right? I'm gonna step in like this, okay? So the first section of the dummy, you get into your stance here, okay? And what you do is that you put your arm out here. We call this the Jong style, okay? And remember, everything's always going forward. You're training that forward energy in the wooden dummy, okay, at all times, and everything, okay, but at all times, okay. So what's going to happen now is this hand will come forward now. I shift to my body. Then this goes into a grab as I do a palm strike, like palm strike with a little grab there. Okay, so here, boom, boom. Then I do a neck pull. I grab the back of the dummy and I do a neck pull. Just kind of sink the body. Then I step with the palm style, step, tanda, okay? So palm style, tanda, okay? So when your arm is up here, they call it the wing arm block, bong style, but we don't want to keep it there because the elbow is in the up position. So immediately we drop that elbow into the tan style. You know, these are like cousins here, okay? You know, they work together. Okay, if I come in here and I feel too much pressure, I can switch to bong style and I can come back. Boom, boom, right? I can do that, right? I can go here. I can do this as well. I can grab the arm and I can hit here, so that elbow drops again. Okay. So I step. So I did that, right? I got hit here. Bong style. No. This is called gan style, a lower deflection and a strike. Then this is called Guan Sao, like a bong with a tan sao combined, actually. Here, see? So you get a lot of coverage here. Like these moves, you get a lot of coverage. If someone's kicking you, whatever, you step in and bang, and then counter, whatever, right? So boom, boom, and then other side. See? Okay. So, okay, there's one section after that, but let's go over it again, okay? So here, okay? Once again, my arm is here. I shift my body. I do a palm strike. I do a neck pull. Bong sao, kanda, gan sao, ganda, bong sao. Okay. Now you notice one thing I'm not doing. I'm not doing this and stepping away from a dummy. Okay. I'm actually getting closer to it. I'm taking an angle. Remember, this is like a strong dude here, so I don't want to take him head on. I want to take angles. Okay. So after I've done that strike on neck pull, I come here, right? Step and then bang. Okay. Then they go 1, 2, and on the other side. Then what I do here is I'll do a ganda here, right? That lower deflection and the strike. I'll do it here. Then I'll do this Hyun Sao as I switch to the other side. Boom, boom. Okay. So I go here, and then this is called a Jut Sao as I do a palm strike. It's called Jut Da. So boom. See? Boom. Then both hands go Jut Da, Jut Sao. Okay, like you're This always makes people laugh, but that's called a jerking hand. Okay, not the one you're thinking of. All right. I'm gonna go boom, and then this is called tok sao, and it goes forward and up. Some people think it's only a this. It's not that. It's forward and up, forward and up. Okay, so down, forward and up, down, forward and up. And you notice that when you're here, when you do it forward and up, actually, you can't help but to root your body properly. If I just go up like this, I might go bouncing up and down. If I do this, you actually have to kind of root your body. That's how you can take it, okay? All right? So let's do that one more time, okay? The whole thing, okay? So for those of you who get a wooden dummy, of course there are 8 sections in the form, but the most of the good stuff actually is in that first section. A lot of people don't realize that. There, of course, I'm not saying the other stuff isn't important. Sure it is, but the best principles, and the real bread and butter is in this first section right here. Okay, because all the really important concepts are here. Concepts and ideas are right here. Okay, so I'm in my stance. Okay, right hand forward, right jaw step forward. I shift. I do a lockdown strike, pull, down sao, ganda, gan, kwan, ganda, circle, boom, boom, and then, okay? And it's all about getting that perfect positioning, all right? You always want to make sure my elbows aren't flying out, that kind of thing, all right? So I'm here, the elbow drops and bang, right? And there you go. Going towards the dummy. Towards the dummy. Here. Elbow down to jut sao and juts and tok sao. Okay? See, but you see the basic footwork, what am I doing, right? I shift, step, hyunma. Step, hyunma. Okay? So there's the basic stepping and the first section of the wooden dummy, Mook Jong, all right? I said before that you're only as good as your basics, okay? And every time something doesn't work properly, it's because something fundamental is off. You're not syncing properly, you're not rooted properly, your center's open, okay? People look at all kinds of fancy reasons why things don't work, okay? And I guarantee it's always something really, really basic. All right, I can't tell you how many, KOs I've seen just because some guy was open, wide open. Okay, I watched my friend sent me a fight a while ago. It was Butterbean, the big fat guy, against I don't remember who he was fighting, but his hands were down here. I saw it. He's wide open. His hands are like this. He's like that. And he's just coming in. But he's completely open. So big shock. He got punched in the face. Right? Wow. What? You're open like that. I know guys get tired, but geez, you just can't fight like that. Okay. That's why endurance training is so important. All right. Conditioning is so important. All right, and I know people are gonna say the street fights are over, really, really fast, and it's not like a boxing match. I know that, okay, but still, you need to have that endurance, okay. And what if you want to compete, right? So there's that too. Okay. Anyways, yeah, there's your basics on the shoot 'em off step, and then how you use it against on the wooden dummy and basic principles. Remember, just always have that forward energy and never allow anything to shut off. Okay, everything is on all the time. Okay, you never just have a lazy hand dropping down, a lazy foot. Okay, don't jut your chin out. Okay, everything's on all the time. All right. So that's it. This will be the last Combat Saturday until. Oh, I guess I'll do one next week on New Year's Eve earlier. That'll be Saturday too. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So there will be one more before the end of the year. Okay. I always like doing these. Okay. All right. So anyways, everyone have a Merry Christmas, and I'll see you guys soon. Okay.